Good morning, this is Juana, your boots on the ground for beauty in Medellin. My goal is to help you find the most vetted doctors, specialists here in Medellin so that you can get the safest results and natural, if that's what you're looking for. I know not everyone is looking for natural results, and if you walk around Medellin, you'll see that there's plenty of everything. This video will be about Botox, specifically the types of Botox that there are in Medellin. We can talk about Botox all day. I love it. It's so versatile. I mean, we could talk about Botox for the upper face, Botox for the lower face, Botox off label. But just to keep it tight, I know that you're probably aware about several types of Botox. There's the one by Allergan, which is the Botox, Xeomin, which is pure Dysport. And then there are the Korean brands. And in this video, I'm going to tell you the one that I go to, and spoiler alert, it is not any of the American brands, which you're aware of. I'm going to talk about the price, how much it costs, how much I've paid. Just to kind of tease you right now, I've never paid more than 20,000 pesos per unit. Never paid more than 20,000 pesos. The most, usually I pay between 15 and 16,000. Now, safety. Two things there. First is disclaimer. I am not a licensed practitioner. I've never worked in the medical field. I've done my 100 hours in the past at a hospital. That's as far as it goes. But please remember that everything that you hear in this video is so that it can help you research for your own information and maybe for entertainment purposes. But to get like medical advice, go to the right person. Go to someone who's licensed. I'm not licensed in that capacity. And second, not to go too off on a tangent, but especially when you just come to when you're just starting out, maybe you're here for like a week and you want to get some Botox, something that you would get in Miami for $600, you'll get it here at a fraction of the cost. Whoever you go to, please, just for a safety concern, so just to make sure that you're not getting a bad product, I recommend that you ask them to show you INVIMA, the sticker that shows that that the product has been registered with INVIMA. So INVIMA, they are the FDA version of Colombia. INVIMA is INVIMA. Many dermatologists here will, as a point of pride, and especially those who are used to working with extranjeros, foreigners, will actually show you the product. They will show you like the label, this is Botox by Allergan, and the sticker that shows that it has been registered with INVIMA. A lot of them will do that in the beginning. In my experience, because I've been here so long, they don't do that, and sometimes I forget. But so far, I have not gotten any botched results. I did get I did before, but that's a story for another day. I did get these soft threads. I got like 4 on each side. And then my daughter slept next to me because I wasn't feeling well and I didn't feel like putting her to sleep. She smacked me twice, and that caused some bruising. Just little FYI there. Okay, so that's the safety concern. Whoever you go to, ask them for the INVIMA sticker, and if they don't want to show it to you, maybe go somewhere else. Okay, typically if you go somewhere in El Tesoro, up in the hills, which is here in Medellin, I mean, you can from Laureles to DeSoto, you'll get there in, depending on traffic, 15 to 10 minutes. Typically in DeSoto, everyone is qualified to do it. Everyone is qualified, but not always skilled, right? Okay, now types of neuromodulators that are out here. I've already mentioned them, and I've tried them all, not only here in Medellin, but also in the United States. I started getting Botox when I was 26 years old in San Diego when I was working in sales. And I just had a lot of money. And I told my mom that I wasn't gonna travel until, I don't know what, but I told her I'm not gonna travel for a year. So I had this extra money. I didn't have a kid, didn't have a boyfriend. Actually, I had just gotten out of a relationship. And then I saw the sign. I was at Laser Away getting, laser for hair removal. And, it was a gateway to Botox because I saw it for $10 a unit. I like to try everything. And I'm 38 years now. I've been getting it ever since. So, and I've tried, like I said, I've tried Dysport, Xeomin, and of course Botox over there in the States. And whenever I travel, I always try to take advantage of the prices. So I've gotten it done. I've gotten Botox done in Indonesia as well, in Ecuador, here. So I always try to take advantage of those prices because, one of the things that, as you may know, that drives the price of Botox down is the fact that the cost of living is so much lower. So when I first started out in Colombia, I was just visiting Medellin. I was passing by. I had stayed here for actually 3 months because I'm such a slow traveler, and I was with my boyfriend, who's now my husband, and I found Ochoa mentioned in a blog, Pilar Ochoa, who I've mentioned in my blogs too, and I still go to before peels. And I got Botox with her. And I remember, this was like 8 years ago, I paid $5, about $5, under $5 for Botox. And I got it done here, like as a lift, here and then here. And I was like, wow. And she speaks great English. By the way, if you end up going to her, please mention my name. Tell her Juana sent you. We're not affiliated. She's never given me like a discount or any freebies like that. But please mention, because I've said so many people have discovered her through my blogs, and she's mentioned it. Okay. So I went to her, and then she got more popular. She's really popular now, actually. She's got over 100,000 followers on her YouTube channel. So it became a little hard to book with her. And so that's how I ended up finding another dermatologist, Alejandro. And so then I got Botox with him. And at the time, the only Botox I really knew about was the one by Allergan, and I knew that there was Dysport, but I just wanted to stick with what I knew. So then I found out about Xeomin, which is pure. I wanted to try that. What does pure look like? What does that feel like? And that's where I found Yuluith Figueroa, who does not speak English. And I mentioned her as well in one of my vlogs. I started going to her for PRP microneedling because it was just so cheap. It was like under 200,000 to get 200,000 pesos under to get microneedling with PRPs, where they take out your blood, spin it, and then put it on your face. Is like the vampire facial, though that's not what she calls it. She also does Hollywood facials, and I've done it once with her. So I got Xeomin with her once, and it feels like it lasted longer because it took 2 weeks to set, and for a while I thought that it lasted for a long time. Now, she kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I don't want to say too much. If you want to know more about that, you'll have to book a one-on-one consult with me using that intake form. She kind of messed up with me. I didn't get any botch results, but to keep it short, I like my forehead lines. And so usually yo intercalo. So I was like, I'm gonna keep this line. And this time or next time I'll be like, I want to keep this line. She just put Botox everywhere, and she didn't quite tell me which brand she was using. Now if you go to Instagram, you'll see amazing prices, like 10,000 pesos a unit. You gotta be careful with that. What are they using then? There was one time where I was just so amazed by the prices. It just put it on me. I had no idea what she was using. She was using a Korean brand. And I don't think it was a Siax, which is what I use now. But she didn't tell me. She wasn't transparent. I didn't like that. Before we go on to Korean brands, I'm going to talk about quickly Dysport, Dysport. I saw a video with Dr. Rajani who compared the most popular brands of neuromodulators, and he concluded that Dysport has the most active ingredient, and I thought, let's try that. So I looked for it and I found Fanny Isabella, who doesn't speak English, and I mentioned her in one of my blogs, link below in the comments, link below in the description. And so I thought, because of that Dysport was the one to go to. I had tried it once before in the United States, didn't really see a difference. That was 10 years ago. I'm older now. But I liked going to her because she charged per unit, and I think Dysport has a different type of unit. What I really liked about her is that out of all the people that I've gone to, she's the only one who kind of requires you to come back in 2 weeks so that she could see her work, and then she would give you a touch up. Oh, well, maybe you need 2 more units here to decrease more dimpling, or let's do a couple more units here. And she wouldn't even charge. She didn't charge me for that touch up. So I really liked that about her. She's in Poblado. I live in Envigado, and I didn't think it lasted long. It's 3 months tops. So I got tired of going to Poblado, and it's not it's far. It's a 10-minute ride, but you have to go on a taxi, and the taxi's cheap. It's $5, but there are some places here in Envigado. And then I found Castaño in Envigado. I haven't mentioned in my blog. I haven't had the chance to publish it, which is another reason why I started this channel, because this is much faster. And over there, they have Botox by Allergan. I think they have Dysport, but she really talked me into, the esthetician, into trying this Korean brand, Siax, Siax. And last night I looked it up, and apparently it's very good for bringing precise. It doesn't go all over the place. If you want to get an eye lift, that it's very good for that. I don't get eye lifts anymore with Botox because I got an eyelid surgery 3 years ago. I wrote about it in a blog, link below. So I don't get that done. Right now, I just need my Botox to do the very basic thing. Get rid of the 11 lines. Get rid of the scrunching. I like my forehead lines, and they haven't been etched, so I don't do anything there. I used to go crazy, and I think that's why now at rest, there's no etching. But as you can see, the 11 lines are there. It's such a hard muscle. I mean, you could easily put in more than 10 units there. So I get it done here, crow's feet, and occasionally here because I would grind my jaw at night. So she talked me into that brand, Siax. I got it done a couple of weeks ago. Only on my lower face. I paid, it was either 16,000 a unit, or if I got 25 units or more, it would be 15,000. So I did that, and I got it on my lower face, paid 15,000 a unit. and I ended up getting 25 units. Okay, so you do the math. What is the Colombian peso at right now? Huge bargain. Now, 2 reasons for that. One, I'm getting it here in Colombia. No, 3 reasons. One, I'm getting it done here in Medellin. 2, not in Laureles, not in Poblado, not in Tesoro, in Vigado, which is not really known for Botox. It's known for being the best place for kids, which is something that we can talk about in another video. And 3, it's a Korean brand. I mean, I've never seen an ad for Siax on the television or any magazine, so that's going to keep the price down. So for now, Siax, Siax, it's my favorite. It's the one that lasts longer. I get 4 months out of it. I don't know, 4 months out of it. And I am in the best shape of my life now. I do CrossFit 5 times a week. I used to paddle. I'm just very active. And when you're very active, I've noticed when I'm very active that my Botox, whatever fillers I've gotten done, don't last as long. But Siax has lasted me a while. And it really also depends on the person that does it for you, okay? Like, I don't believe in baby Botox, maybe a little bit now and then, but that's just like superficial. So I digress. Depends on the person. I really like the person that does it for me. If you want more information about going to a vetted doctor, a vetted dermatologist, or even a dentist, dentists do inject Botox. In fact, my dentist, she in the past, whenever she would zap these, and then she would also do my temporals, she would also do a little bit of the crow's feet. She's done that in the past. And using Botox, like from Allergan, she's charged me even down to 14,000 pesos. Okay, so that was a lot of information. I hope you enjoyed this. Go ahead and check out my blogs. If there's anything you want to learn about in particular, please say so in the comments. And if you want to know even more about who I go to now, and you can't wait for me to publish that next blog, check out that intake form and we could speak one-on-one. Bye bye for now. Stay subtle, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.